Why?
It's pretty hard to not want to attack your own side. It's very difficult, especially when they attack you first. It's very, very hard to not to like suppress.
I kind of wonder when she's talking about this, if she's talking about like the people, what is it, like purity testing her, or even people who are like slightly critical of her.
Press your ego enough to like not crusade them back. Want to attack your own side. It's very difficult, especially when they attack you first. It's very, very hard to not to like suppress your ego enough to like not crusade them back. Like I had to go through that myself. Dude, when I was in like maximum like darkness, when I was like maximum like black pilled at like everything, I told people, I want you to tell me every single person. Like give me a list of every single person.
God damn. No, this is true actually. This happened during my own first controversy too, where I had a lot of people coming at me and a lot of people criticizing me, and I was taking names. I was like, all right, ban, you know? And you just get what is it? You just see you see red when you have a bunch of people coming at you, and there can sometimes be a few people that mean well, but they get caught in the crossfire of your ire.
That attacked me. No matter how mildly they attacked me, I want a list of every single one of them.
Yeah.
And like I was like going down that path, and then I snapped out of it, luckily. Like
Yeah,
when I was able to like kind of reach the next level, and I was able to, you know, attain like the next form, basically, I lost the will to do any of that. And like I was like, okay, like that's dumb. That is only leading to like a place that actually puts us at a disadvantage. So I tabled it all. Release the leaf list. There's a lot of people you guys like on that list, so I'm not gonna do that.
It's funny that so she still has it. She still has this list. Hello, Powder. Hi, Kronos. Hello. I found Powder from the list with Kirsha and the rest being Nazi VTs or whatever. Oh yeah. Oh. Pfft. Well, okay. And then there's people on that list too that are so far from it, you know, because they're gonna put those people who make those types of lists. They're gonna put more. What is it? You have Kirsha, you have Leaflet, you have these people with some conservative opinions, and they immediately get put on the Nazi list because no one knows what a Nazi is, right? And they were even putting people on that list who don't even have conservative opinions. And it was just like, what? Like, their reasoning is so bizarre. It's a lot of the time it's guilt by association. So if they've ever collaborated with someone in the past, even if they didn't know that person's political opinions, the fact that they collaborated with them just means that they're guilty. Guilty! Now they're put on the Nazi list. Or it must mean that they share their political opinions nowadays. Something, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's just stupid people online. What's new, right?
To say is that you're subpoenaing them over alleged.
Just think of every single person that spoke against me. Think about that.
I'm on the list. I am. You know why I'm on the list? I actually don't know for sure. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna take a wild guess. I could see myself being on Leaflet's list. Mainly because when Leaflet did her debate with Nyara, I was pretty critical of her in that moment because her debate with Nyara just like, you know, and like I've said, you know, Leaflet and I, we don't always agree politically, but I am like fine with her, you know what I mean? And I will be cordial with her. And I feel like she says a lot of reasonable things that I can't agree with. So I'm not going to be like, oh, fuck this bitch. You know what I mean? Like I'm not here to cause more issues with her. Especially since I've spoken about this in the past, where if you have someone who is like, you know, 55%, 60% on your side, then you don't want to make an enemy out of them. That's not very productive. Like, you don't need to make an enemy out of everyone. You're going to disagree somewhere, somehow. And kind of like what she said, where it just doesn't help her side of things, it's the same idea. If you are constantly purity checking everyone and making an enemy out of everyone, then you're going to run into a lot of issues. A lot of issues. So, you know, have a bit of patience. If you have someone who meets you 60% of the way there, maybe in the future they'll start meeting you 80% of the way there, right? And it just takes interacting with them a lot more, talking to them, educating them. I don't even really like to say that, but like educating them about things, or yeah. So I totally relate to kind of how she felt. Hendrick, thank you for the Prime sum. Thank you. Why not many people as reasonable as this? What? As Leaflet? So long as we understand subsidizing children through forgiven home loans, original animal... What are we talking about? Well, what are we talking about? What? The list was more than pearl-clutching right-wingers who attack people for not being Christian enough. Disagreements aren't a problem. It was more for the pearl-clutching right-wingers who attack people for not being Christian enough. Oh, God. Okay, I didn't know that this involved religion. Wait, is Leaflet even religious? She's not. Or at least I haven't seen anything. She is? Oh, she's Christian. Oh, okay. Well, from what I've seen, I gotta hand it to Leaflet. I haven't seen Leaflet pull the religion card a lot. So I like that, you know? I like it when someone doesn't always pull the religious card for why they have a certain political opinion, you know? Because that can get a little tiresome, and sometimes it can feel extremely cucked. So... like, I'd rather just people own it, you know? Like, when you got a bunch of people calling you, like, transphobic, you don't need to, like, type out a whole paragraph being like, oh my God, but I am a Christian and I just love any and everyone, and I just, you know, really just disagree with that lifestyle, but I wouldn't say that I'm transphobic and da-da-da-da. It's like, no, just say it. Just be straight up. Let's be honest. Like, because you're not convincing anyone when you're trying to say that you're like, I'm a Christian and da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, no one cares. No one cares about the Christian stuff, if I'm to be completely honest. Good for you, you know, that you're Christian, because I do think that religion does instill, you know, decent values, and there's a lot of benefits to being religious. But in terms of politics, it's a little bigger, you know, it gets a little to me. Hey Thomas, thank you. Reacting to Leaflet, reacting to Warren Smith, reacting to... It's another one! Uger, happy 2 months. Thank you so much as well. Thank you. Powder, what's your favorite food? Steak. A nice fillet. Powder's telling us just to be straight. Wow, okay, Powder, I get it. Just be straight up. That's really it, you know? Because I just don't... When you bring religion into it, you're gonna... It's gonna make a lot of people roll their eyes, I think. Most of the time, the people that you're trying to convince that you're not... Let me put it into perspective. When you got a lot of people coming at you and you're like a Christian, and they're like, oh my God, how could you be so... transphobic, and you come at them and you talk about how much of a Christian you are, those types of people don't typically like Christians either. So like, it's just not a very good argument to them, right? They're just gonna hate you more. Like, you know what I mean? And it just feels kind of like deflecting and using your religion as a shield for why you have the opinions you have. And a lot of people are just really over that. I think it's just gonna make more enemies. Make it an unproductive conversation for sure. Powder, just say you hate gay people already. Oh my God. Even as a Christian, I tune out the second someone starts getting preachy. Yeah, I've seen it with some of the more right-leaning VTubers on Twitter. They use it quite often, and it gets a little much after a while, you know, especially when it's just a bunch of like negative stuff over and over and over again, and it gets really preachy. It's just I'd rather them talk about like their lived experiences with those, you know, types of people, and then use that, or something else. I just think saying that you're a Christian is a really bad argument in that case. I kind of think Leaflet is LGBT on the DL. I just kind of get that feeling, especially with the whole having the NSFW on the server. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't done a deep dive into the Leaflet Discord situation. When I was watching it play out, what I saw of it was there was a group of people that were attacking Nux, and then when Leaflet talked about it on her stream, she basically said, "Oh, I don't know enough about that situation, so I'm not going to comment on it." And a bunch of people got really mad at her, and then they started digging into her Discord server and then started finding problems there. It sounds like her Discord server wasn't very well moderated. But I don't know anything about like her sexuality. Pouty, don't take my jokes too literally like a child. I'm lovingly making fun of you in the comments. If something offended you, tell me personally. There are no misunderstandings. And I hope you'll unblock me on Twitter. Heart you, sis. Wait, what? I blocked you on Twitter? What'd you say? What'd you do? I feel like I don't often block people on Twitter. I actually went on an unblocking spree not too long ago. It's funny, you are right about that, Powder. The other religions can say it and you have to shut the hell up because it's their religion and their freedom and and blah 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 blah. What? Other religions can say it and you have to shut the hell up? Oh, I haven't seen two religious people go at it. I just think in terms of like talking about like the trans issue, especially, like that's talking about you being a Christian is just it's not going to form a productive conversation. A lot of the trans people I've seen, they also don't like religious people, so it's just beating a dead horse there. Thank you for the bits, Thomas. The best defense has become the yeah and defense. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it really has. You kind of just gotta own it. You do. Blocked me from life. Blocked me in Minecraft. What? Oh my god. Let me read up a bit. I'm catching up. She has said she has dated women before. She's dated women before? Oh wow, okay. So she's bisexual. Random chatter, you took everything from me. Christianity is the most prosecuted religion out there. Well, Christianity, unfortunately, just does not have any sort of political power. So, when using Christianity as a shield to talk about politics, it doesn't really play out too well. Discord's well moderated and chatters are lovely. They're just gay as hell. Oh, you're talking about my Discord? My Discord was pretty gay for a while, but I like kicked 2 people and then it got a lot less gay and that was great. I just forgot to hit the follow button. That's okay. Potter, have you seen the new Peaky Blinders? I have not. No blocking in my Christian Minecraft server. Wait, how can... Wait, so Leaflet is Christian, but also gay. Or bisexual of some sort, huh? Okay. I haven't seen her say anything about that. Are you being Christophobic? Christophobic? What the fuck does that mean? She's struggling with some demons. Yes, your Discord. I love the chatters there. Well, good. I'm glad. Powder, have you seen the latest numbers on your AMV? No, not recently. Because she doesn't make it part of her personality. I see. Okay. The New Age Christian. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, that's unfortunate, right? Proof that 1% of the gay chorus 1% of the gay... Oh, cause. Oh, that's what you're trying to say. She's not wearing it as a label all the time or as a shield or proud of it. Sorry, I'm confused. Are we talking about gay people or are we talking about Christians now? I'm confused. I know that sometimes there's overlap. No. Same thing? No. I don't know. I don't know. The difference being... No, no, no. When I was talking about leaflets specifically, I did notice that she doesn't, talk about her being religious, because I've seen other people talk about that. And that is a +1 to her, is that she doesn't make it a huge part of her argument, or she doesn't use her religion as a shield when she talks politics. So that's good. But then, like, you guys talking about the bisexual stuff, like, that's unfortunate, right? That's a little ding. Thank you for the Prime sub, Bedroom. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Celestium and Straub are more about their Christian brand in terms of their content compared to Leaflet. Yeah. I've seen some of the stuff that Straub says, and it's kind of like... It's a bit of a doozy, I'm gonna be honest. I just think there's easier things to say than to bring up your religion in certain conversations. And I know that there was a bunch of like trans people that started attacking Straub, and then Straub's response was it just was not a good response. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like... You'd have to look it up for yourself, but it was, again, kind of what I was saying earlier, where it was the gist of it was like,
Your
oh, I
Discord
love
is
everyone,
fine with the exception of this problematic piece of shit called Paladin. Fuck him.
talking about yourself. I see. Where it was like, oh, I just love everyone, and I just wish that you would, free yourself from your sin, and and I still love you because I am a Christian and I love all people and blah blah blah. But yeah, being trans is bad, and like, it was just a long paragraph for just like, you gotta just... Or it was because someone asked like, oh, do you like trans people in your community? And it was a very long-winded response from her about her essentially saying no. But she didn't want to say no. She wanted to say blah, 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 something, something, Christian stuff, blah, 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 blah. Like, it just wasn't a good fight, I'd say. Wasn't a good response. You don't need to quote the Bible to say cutting off your dick is a bad idea. Yeah. You don't. You really don't. You should watch Andrew Wilson Christian debates if you haven't already. Okay. Perhaps. The thing with the religious... I'm not religious myself, right? So I think the religion stuff, maybe from a historical context, would be interesting to me, but I don't know about politically. There's one religion currently that matters a lot in terms of politics, but that's not Christianity. Oh no, Powder's afraid of clear rules and identities when it comes to morality. Afraid of clear rules and identities. Lamau, she don't care. There's 2. Andrew Wilson's funny though. It's entertaining. 1, I would say 2. What are we talking about? 2? No, there's 1. You would say 2? What's the second one? Mormons? Mormons! No. Nope. She also loves Israel. Who loves Israel? No, Powder, no, stop. You can't say that. Didn't Powder just claim usefulness out of Christian history? I think there's if I were to watch anything about religion, I would want to like watch it for like historical purposes. I'm not a religious person myself, you know. I was raised in a religious family, you know, Catholic and Mormon. But it just hasn't stuck with me, right? You really think Islam? You really think? Are you from Michigan? There's no way. There's no way. Mormons control the world. It's the Mormons. Totally. No. God, if it was though, I guess my family and I would be sitting pretty, wouldn't we? But no, it's not the Mormons. It's not. Mormon is unfortunate. Unfortunate. I don't know. They're okay. They're okay in my book, to be honest. I think you know, obviously, if we want to get into like religious debates with like their whole like Joseph Smith forming another religion when Christianity was already so fractured to begin with, is kind of like do we really need another church? Do we really need another religion? Holy shit, right? So you can criticize that, of course, but I don't know. The Mormon people, from my experience, they tend to have good values, and they value like a strong family unit, and they help out their community. They build really cool buildings. I don't know. There's a lot of there's things you can criticize. There's things you can also be like, oh, the Church of Pow, yeah, the only religion you need. The religion makes no sense. Oh, there's a lot of religions out there you can kind of dig into and be like, what? Mormons are blonde, so I give them the pass. That's it. They're blonde. A lot of them are white people. Are Mormons the Latter-day Saints? Yes, they are. There's the FLDS, which is the fundamentalists, and those are the ones that do like polygamy and stuff like that. They were like excommunicated from the Church of Latter-day Saints a while ago, and that's the one. There's actually like, I think it's like a documentary on Netflix about it, how their leader was a pedo, a big old pedophile, and he did really gross things and had wives of like all ages and stuff like that. So yeah, gross. I'm all for people having a faith and community based on that. Helps a lot of people that one can't deny. However, there's a large subset of those people who attack those who do not have the same faith or agree to it, shun them, and try to force them to conform to their ideology or faith. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't see that as that bad of a thing, you know, because it depends. Like what are they wanting from these people? What are they shunning them for? If it's like you have religious people shunning women posting nudes online, then that's good in my book, you know? Like absolutely, they should be a lot more modest and respectful of themselves, right? So the context matters in that situation. Thank you for the sip. I do respect how faithfully most Mormons live. I'll give them that. It's impressive compared to today's Christian church in America. Actually, yeah. I think I've also said that in the past, but yeah, as that reminded me, they're very dedicated people. They really are. And they follow the rules. They do. But yeah. Oh well. Anyway, enough about religion. We're watching a leaflet video. I only got like a minute and 10 seconds in before it started going off on a freaking rant. So let's keep watching it. Anywho, I'm learning a lot about Leaflet from you guys now. Leaflet and I don't even think we've had like one-on-one talks before. I think it's just been in like comments on Twitter. But yeah, maybe one day there will be more crossover. We'll see. we tend to, you know, again, we tend to have some opinions that we share, and we definitely have been the victim of the cancel mob. So we can relate on that level. Unicorn, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Every single person that virtue signaled on me was on that list. Everyone.
Oh,
That's-
virtue signaling.
It was basically a personal list of everyone I will never help ever. And if ever there
Never
was
help.
a position in which like I had an advantage over them that I could wield to like sabotage them, then I would. That was basically my rules of engagement. But I decided against it. Just by the way you talk, I love it. I'm just being honest. This is how I actually felt. I mean, I was like really upset. Like, to be honest, like I wasn't really so much upset at the people that were attacking me. Like the specific like you don't understand. Like the darkness didn't come from me being upset that people, you know, that the usual suspects were attacking me. Basically, think of it this way. I have a shield pointing forward and I'm very tanky from the front. Very, very tanky. I can like tank almost anything coming from the front. But people shooting me in the sides and the back, that really pissed me off. Like that's what actually sent me into the dark spiral. It wasn't. That's what sent me into the black pill. It was not attacks from the front. It was attacks from the side and the back that black pilled me. And the thing is if you're a close friend of mine, if you're anywhere remotely like my friend, you know that I will do a lot of things that are not beneficial to me in order to help you. Because when I have friends, I want them to be in their best form as well. And if like I can guide them to like that, then I will do it, even if at expense to myself. And I just decided that I'm never helping people, like ever. Like anybody that's like not already my friend, I'm never helping them. And I was kind of going down that route. And I was like, because of like what you did to me, if I'm ever in possession of like the means to your destruction, I will fucking use it to the fullest extent. And that's kind of the darkness I was in. And then I realized that that doesn't actually get me what I want. It only furthers.
Okay, so maybe I'm not on this list. Maybe I'm being a little, getting a little ahead of myself here. Because Leaflet and I, we've never reached that point in like a sort of friendship to where I would have like stabbed her in the back or anything like that. Destroy Powder. No, because like I said, when I was critical of like the Nyara thing, because I was trying to parse like if Leaflet does support like trans people or like what, you know, what that's about. Like, does she approve of that? Because I was getting confused when they were talking to each other. And I was asking myself, like, what's the point of this debate if you guys just agree with each other? But I was critical in that moment, and I was like critical directly to her, so that I wouldn't say that that's something you do when you're trying to be shady, right? When you go and you cause an issue behind the scenes and you stab someone in the back, you're not usually leaving a comment on their video and and you know, kind of poking them and prodding them for an answer. So maybe I got a little ahead of myself there, but didn't finish the video before asking either. Bro, I've been watching too many VODs. I just tried to skip forward. What? Leaflet is friends with Tezuto, so there is that. Who's Tezuto? I've seen the Leaf list, Powder, and I'm not saying if you're on it or not because I'm cool like that. You have seen the list? She's released it? She's released the Leaflet files? Should we tell her? Am I on the list? Who's Tezuto? Tezuto mentioned? Oh my god, wait, why are you killing yourself? The Leaf list. Stop mentioning him or you will summon him. Isn't that her schizo? Right? I agree with her, and she should have kept the list. Those who commit betrayal to their own allies are worse than the enemy. I think she still has it. Yes, I have the Google Docs. Smug face. I don't know who to believe now. Taz is her schizo in chat. Okay, I thought so. That name sounded very familiar. It did. Tezuto is a giga-leftist tardo who is constantly saying shit that's against her ideals. Oh. Hi, Julio. Welcome in. So he's like a troll? Or he like actually... Oh. Why would he keep coming around Leaflet if... Is he just harassing her? Tezudo derails the whole stream at times. Oh, God. Oh, good grief. Well, I guess he gets his attention out of it, huh? He's not too schizo because he at least respects her? Oh, huh. Wild Julio spotted. Hi, Julio! You, back from your Twitch ban? I remember. They are friends. He's very respectful most of the time. Okay. Is this like a Hoffema situation, right? Where I have like Hoffema going around telling people that he's like my husband, but he calls me like his bitch wife or something. But then he actually has my best interests in mind and something like that. He is too nice to people who may not deserve it. Oh. No, not like that? Oh, okay. Not there. Not there yet. Tard wife? Yeah. The leaf list would be useful information if only to allow others to be prepared to shield themselves in the future, but I can't deny the possible concern of it being weaponized. It's tough because releasing the leaf list, maybe she has it organized by different degrees of backstabbery or something, right? Because there's some people who, you know, like she said, she was in a dark place where anyone who was even slightly critical of her got put on the list, right? So there's different degrees, right? Like, what did this person do? Did they just call her like a bitch and then they got added to the list? Or was this person, you know, stabbing her in the back and ruining things for her? Then, like, that person sucks, right? That person sucks way more than the person who's like, meh, you're a bitch, meh, right? I don't know how organized she is about it. And if it were to be made public, if she would be prepared for that sort of battle, right? Leaf has secret nuke like a certain Middle Eastern democracy. Right. The only democracy in the Middle East, yeah. Yeah, she also has, you know, she has a pretty sizable community, so she's got to keep that in mind when wanting to aggro a lot of people at once. I don't know. It sounds like she's fine keeping it to herself and not causing a big issue with it. I actually have my own list. I'm not going to deny. I don't have a list. I just have a folder of screenshots. So that's kind of a list, right? Of all the people who have been consistent with their hate towards me. And it really depends what they say. Yeah. They get added to a folder. If I'm going to be honest, you're probably overthinking lists too hard. If I kept a list of everyone that insulted me, it would be multiple terabytes of hard drives to keep track of. Yeah, it could be. I could be overthinking this list. It's kind of a fun thing to talk about, though. It's like a fun thought, isn't it? I didn't even really remember it until we were talking about it, that I too have a list. It's just screenshots though. Huh. Wow, Powder, you're smelly. Now where's my folder? What? No. Now I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna pull up my... I have the folder. It's my weirdo folder. Oh, where is it? Where is this? What is this? Let me see if I can pull up one. I have videos in here too. Jeez. Oh yeah, the people who are shameless, that they dunk on me and then they get a lot of attention and then they try and pull the like, thank you for the clout. This is what I get for being mature and blocking a person who openly welcomes Nazis, racists, pedophiles, etc. My bad for being an adult, guys. On a much more important note, here's some VTubers you should support. So that's what Leaflet was talking about in terms of the virtue signaling, right? I also have some people in here who were extremely parasocial. Thank you for the care package. I'll do a little bit of a stretch. Hi, Liverpool. Stretch. Bye-bye. Oh, this was kind of funny. So when I made that post, what was it, last year? Something. When Tectone called me out on his stream, he was talking about like getting me on his stream one day and whatnot, and I got a influx of followers and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, welcome in all of you racist Nazis. I'm Powder. I'm a very inclusive streamer. And that made a lot of people flip the fuck out. And this person, it cracks me up. They said, I saw so many people in support of them. It was insanity. One I even had followed immediately unfollowed that person. How could anyone be cool with that type of behavior? They're talking about me, by the way. And support it. Yuck. And then this person comments, my problem is my mod is following her. My close friends are following her. A few longtime supporters are following her. I don't know what to do. And then they're just like, damn, that sucks. I personally would DM them about it and make sure they know who Powder is. Maybe they had followed off of something else. Yeah, I have a small Discord server. I made an announcement. I'll message them tomorrow if they still haven't unfollowed. So, you know, it's like those sorts of things. That one's more like a funny one, though. That one doesn't really bother me. It's kind of just a funny one. But, yeah. They're having this sort of like cognitive dissonance. Oh, all these people that I get along with. Oh, they also like Powder. Like, I love it. I love it. I find that to be so funny. I mean, why don't they just like me, huh? They could just like follow me and support me. That would be cool. They could join their friends and their moderator. Wait, these people came from a Tectone stream? No. No.
Hey, Powder,
No.
I sort of hypothetically respect you. Just kidding. Fuck you. Now add me to the list.
Okay. No, obviously not. Silly goose. No, these people didn't come from a Tectone stream. What happened was, the timeline of events was, Tectone shouted me out on his stream. I got an influx of followers. I said, oh my god, welcome in, all of you racist, bigot, Nazi, blah blah, like insert label here. And I'm Powder. I like Warhammer, and welcome into my community. I'm super inclusive, right? And the wider VTubing community saw that post and just started like flipping shit, right? Because they were like, oh my god, how... First of all, they never understand sarcasm, because I would never want pedophiles in my community. And second of all, they were just, again, using it as an opportunity to virtue signal off of someone and try and say like, oh, well, how could you welcome those people into your community? Well, I welcome in trans people. I welcome in gay people, and I'm the actual inclusive person. And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of a funny moment for me. But whatever. It wasn't from Tectone's community. Tectone's community would lamau at it, you know. I once shared an interesting interview with the Dr. Peterson and got a full 4-page lecture from one of the trans people in the Discord channel. I sent it in. He sent me Reddit posts of all the Peterson's transphobic quotes and was visibly upset, trying to convince me that he's a really bad person, and if I follow him, I'm a bad person as well. God. The same thing happened to a community member of mine. They said something, I think it was like,
Since you have a
Some-
hater folder, does that mean you have a simp folder? How much of it is Hafuma?
I don't. Maybe I should start one. I had a community member. They said they got into some sort of argument with this furry, and then this furry proceeded to harass them for months on end
Good
in
afternoon,
DMs
everyone.
about like political nonsense. And it wasn't like a back and forth conversation. It was this furry just consistently posting about their politics I was and I had no idea this was going on. No idea. Brian, thank you so much. Happy 2 months. Good afternoon. Until it hit like a boiling point where it just became too much, right? I mean, months of harassment from a furry that's in my community, and I didn't know that they were doing that. Yeah, that was like, get them out of here. Get out of here. What's wrong with you, dude? Because I'm fine if people want to get into some political debate in my server, but if they start getting really heated, they need to take it to DMs. But in this case, there was no argument. It was just a one-sided harassment campaign against this yeah, stupid. Anyway, relatable. Hey Powder, hope you're doing well. Sounds like today's topic is a good one. Oh, kinda. We're just talking about Leaf a little bit, watching her video. Some guy. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you for the bits.
Insulted a furry, became stalkishly harassed by the furry, like a dog with a bone. Hey.
Hey. Yeah, furries. So this furry was someone who was part of my community for a while. And I think everyone just kind of understood that his opinions were shit. And then, like, let him be. And then he, like, started DMing one of my friends and just openly admitted that he's super into, like, bug in private areas pornography. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, so this is a person who is extremely depraved and just rotted to the core. So I guess I'm not too surprised that they would go into someone's DMs and start harassing them about politics. But I did not know until I knew. And then they had to be gone. So you get some strange characters coming around, right? Zenair, thank you for the kick sub. Thank you very much. Happy 2 months. Purged the heretic. Yes, purged indeed. Yep. Oh my gosh, thank you, Katya. Thank you. That was so sweet of you. 5. Appreciate it. Exterminatus. Yep. But yeah, glad they're not really around anymore. They occasionally will message one of my mods from time to time because they're like really mad, but they're not part of this community anymore. Thank God. Fit Fat, happy 2 months. Thank you for the resub. Where's that virus guy who's talking about vor all the time? What? Why is everything non-human considered furry, like bugs and fish and reptiles, non-furry things are still considered furry? Oh, well, I don't know. I don't consider that furry porn. The bugs, no, they were a furry though. They were a furry. They were a furry that was very into like futa stuff and bug porn. So like, I found the message I got sent, Lamau. Sawi, I'm only saying this because I care about you. Oh God. Of course. Wait. Wait, let me prepare. Whew, let me prepare myself for this. Sawi, I'm only saying this because I care about you. I obviously don't know what parts of his rhetoric you appreciate, but Jordan Peterson has a lot of very dangerous and harmful alt-right views. He is extremely misogynistic, link and transphobic link, and his opinions, especially his religious one, have hurt a lot of people. I just really care about you. Wrong. The answer is, we don't care about your pronouns. Yeah, I don't care that you broke your elbow. Oh God, what a doozy. Good grief. When you start a paragraph like that, I'm only doing this because I care about you. Now if you don't agree with me, I'm gonna burn you at the stake. I'm gonna ruin your life. Yeah, they really care about you, by the way. It's for your own good. Rochi, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Super perfect, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Basically Hitler. Yep, basically. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. And I was thinking of 3 extremely famous people, question mark, known worldwide. And I came up with 3. You got Jesus, right? Everyone knows who Jesus is. You got Hitler. It's like everyone knows who Hitler is. And then you got Mickey Mouse. Those are, I'd say, like 3 of the most famous people I can think of worldwide. In history, recognizable. And I just found that kind of funny, huh? Everyone knows who I am. What do you mean you're a first-time chatter? Hello. Welcome in. I know Jesus, he mows my lawn. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yes. Yep. Jesus? My gardener? Jesus? Jesus, Hitler, Yakub. No, people don't know who Yakub is. They definitely know who Hitler and Jesus are, though. Yeah, 3 very influential individuals. Yep. Okay. Anyway. Enough rambling. Let's keep watching. I'm watching Leaflet have an emotional moment here. And I'm getting distracted by talking about Hitler, Jesus, and Mickey Mouse.
That doesn't actually get me what I want. It only furthers the death spiral.
Oh shit. Damn, can't believe 2 months have gone by since I found Powder. Wow.
Yay!
Well, when this one is up in 28 days, pal, I am subbing at tier 3.
Tier 3? Jeez. Thank you very much. Happy 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, I'm rewinding a little bit.
That doesn't
Hey,
actually
Snake.
get me what I want. It only furthers can use it to the fullest extent. And that's kind of the darkness I was in. And then I
Blackmail.
realized that doesn't actually get me what I want. It only furthers the death spiral for our own side. So I realized that by doing that, I'm losing the game. So I decided against it. I threw it away. Did any of them apologize to you? No. I didn't ask any of them to. They didn't even know I was mad at them. None of them even know that I'm mad at them, even now. Or I was mad at them, rather. Not really mad at them anymore, but they don't even know, but I knew. Like, I was not happy with them, is what I'll say. But, it's a lot of people that, like, you guys would all know. I didn't tell them. I never do. Did you ever watch my revenge videos? I never like when I go for revenge, I'm like, I will wait years. I will.
We shall wait. It's cooking. Thank you, Based Bird, for the subs on Kick. 3. Thank you so much.
Wait years for revenge. I'm that person. If you ever watch like the videos where I talk about the times I've gotten revenge on them, I'm that person to just quietly sit there and like wait until I have every card.
Opportune
and then
time.
I use it at the time where like I have everything.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
I don't fuck around like with like playing games or anything like that. Like I wait.
Kind of the same. I don't know if I would wait years. But I kind of do the same thing where I've had people in the past. They don't know that I see almost everything. I see almost everything that they say about me. And I'll look at it and I'll just I'll think about it and I'll be like, they're just lying. Like, they're lying about me. They're lying about me, and then they try to cozy up next to me the next time, and I'm like, nope. Nope. You can't play this game. You went and you slandered me, and now you're trying to be my bud? I don't know. I don't know about that, buddy. So, I'll usually bring that up to them, and yeah, it's kind of like a, ooh, caught. I caught you moment. What do you have to say for yourself? And they'll either leave me alone or become a hater. So I just don't like the double agent stuff, you know? Like, oh, I'm gonna cause a big scene, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and then try and be my buddy like a week later. It's like, no, you don't get to be my buddy a week later after putting me on blast like that. I don't think so. Especially when you're trying to get, like, there's some of these VTubers, right? And they try and get their whole communities to, like, go out and bully me and stuff, or be extremely rude to me. And then the next week they're like, oh, actually, I really like you, Powder. I want to be your friend. It's like, I don't know about that. I definitely have my guard up around people like that.
Until I have Exodia, and then I use it. I will say it was not Kirsha, if that's what you're wondering. It was not. Kirsha was actually very nice to me. She was one of the few people that was actually, like, looking out for me in that time. She was really nice. So I will say that Kirsha was definitely not that. It's not healthy to hold grudges for so long. Oh no, I know.
Oh, I saw you are more popular than I thought. Can we be friends, actually? Yeah. Honestly, Julio? Yep. They like, what goes through their mind? They just think because of what they said, everyone in my community is going to turn against me, and they're gonna go support that person instead. And then when that doesn't happen, it's like, oh, actually, ooh, maybe I should sneak my way into their community and buddy up with them so that I can leech off of them, or you know what I mean? Like, it's so much it seems so much more sinister now. Like, if you're up front and you're just like, you know, fuck you, Powder, fuck you, Nazi bitch, then it's like, all right, dude. But then when it feels very sinister like that, yeah, no, I don't like that at all. No, sir.
I know, like I said before, like in regards to the revenge videos, I said before that it's not good. That's very bad. You don't want to do
Very
that.
two-faced. Thank you for the hydrate.
And, like, after the last time, I said I would.
It was Russian propaganda-based Powder. My little brother contacted the Kremlin, where they created an AI timeline of Powder hate. Then my cat hit the send button. Please, can we be friends?
Is that so? Is that so? Watch the people you screw when you're going up, because those people will be the ones that screw you when you're going down. That's why you never go down. You just keep going up. Just keep going up. Just keep pushing forward. Hello, Powder. I am from Techetos. No one knows I exist. Let's be friends. Yeah, it's what I do. Like you like I've said in the past, you gotta pick and choose your battles. Some people, you can just call them a little gay boy and move on. Some people you gotta watch. You just take a mental note, right? You don't have to put everyone in your screenshot folder or add them to a list, but you can certainly take mental notes. Because, like I've said before, there's a lot of people who have some conservative opinions, but they don't necessarily like me, right? They might think I'm a little too rough around the edges. But I've kind of had to, what is it? Unfortunately, there are people even among the VTubers that have more socially right-leaning opinions that are trouble as well, right? So you just gotta keep that in mind, right? Might seem like these people are on your side, but they're gonna take the first opportunity they can
Don't
to
be
stab
friends
you
with
in the
Powder,
back.
she cheats, and Minecraft betrayal.
She cheats in Minecraft? I made Minecraft. I created it. I bought it from Microsoft. It's mine now. The secret truth of internet culture that was forgotten after woke stuff went into super overdrive around 2016 is that you can literally just ignore stuff and it will go away. Depends. Depends. I don't know. Sometimes ignoring it isn't always the best course of action. Depends. The context. And the current Powder is so well spoken. The mic is on point. It's like two different people, literally night and day. I know. When I was a young VTuber. Yeah, I know. You grow, you change, you mature, you get more comfortable, and you learn how to speak your mind better. It's a learned thing, right? Big reason why I'm afraid of these podcasts is I want to make sure that I can properly articulate before I make a fool of myself. Especially since it seems like there's a lot more eyes on me lately, and there's a lot of people who are waiting for that moment for me to fuck up so that they can go and cause a big hiss fit about it, and then I'm gonna have to like clarify because I
nearly
can't
forgot
articulate
she
and
also
blah blah
doesn't
blah.
play Skyrim.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Green Ghost, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I do play Skyrim. I like Skyrim. Anyways, let's watch this leaflet clip.
Do it again. I told all my friends, like, I'd never do this again. Like, this is really bad. Like, it kind of darkens your soul, you know, a little bit. So I said, I said, you know, it darkens your soul, Jim, basically. And I said, I don't want to do it again. But then when the thing happened,
Who cares about them? Oh, well, there's just one piece of the pie. It's also me looking at my own, like, clips or me on my own podcast, and I have to go out of my way to look into the podcast and be like, okay, who are these people? Are they going to be nice to me, or are they going to try and trap me? Right? So I'm going to have to go out of my way to really suss it out. Because I don't want to be put in a situation where I can't articulate my thoughts well, and then I just sound like a fucking retard. And it's very embarrassing, not only for me, but for my community, and also if anyone wants to try and cause an issue with me. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons that I shy away from podcasts now. I've also kind of, unfortunately, been in the same shoes as Leaflet, where it feels like there's a lot of people that are like out to get you, so you're very guarded, or you can come across as extremely hostile when you don't mean to. And I'm worried that I would do that, you know, like I don't want to sit there and think that the people I'm on a podcast with are against me and they're trying to trap me. I want to go onto the podcast and be like, oh, I'm among friendly people. I'm among friends here, and it's going to be okay. So it just takes some time, right? I got to learn how to talk, speak well. And once I'm comfortable, I'm certainly open to it. I've already been invited to a couple podcasts already, so I just told them to wait until I feel comfortable, and they were like, "Yeah, no problem." So they're nice, as far as I'm aware. They're nice people.
you know, all of the
We
drama
got a leer.
happened, and I saw how people were. It made me want to again. Like, it kind of reawoken like little bubbles of like darkness, you know,
Ah,
like
they can say retard.
bubbling
We
up
can be
in, like,
friends.
into my mind and my heart. And it took hold of me. It really did. I was like entranced, you know? It's like, you ever watch Madoka when like Sayaka like turned off her pain limiter and she was just going kind of crazy? I was kind of like that, basically, for like a while. And luckily I have good friends that like brought me back out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And like God too. Like, dude,
Oh
I'm getting a little
God.
bit emotional.
She did. She mentioned religion here. Okay. God and her friends. That's good though. That's good for her. It's tough. You get in a dark place. It's easy to have tunnel vision. And then you step outside and you talk to your family or your friends and you're just like, wow, I guess this really doesn't matter that much. And I have a alternate thing that I can do opposed to just sitting here and wallowing in the darkness.
Oh, hold on. So around that time, a video showed up in my feed. This is actually a true story. A video showed up in my feed that was unrelated to anything I've watched before. And I was like, what the fuck is this, right? And I was like, where did this video come from? Like, this isn't like in my algorithm typically. And I watched it and it was a video about highly emotional people.
Hi, Horn.
And how highly emotional people handle situations. And I was like watching it and it was like, yeah, and it gets to this point and then the highly emotional person pops and then like this is like the result of it. And like it kind of helped me a lot.
Who the fuck is Leafit?
It helped me like pull back a little bit. And then my friends like talked to me and like it fixed a lot of it for me.
Thank you, Seiji, for the bits
And
too.
it's the combination of like both that got me to like a level in which like I have a lot more HP, basically. It's like I have like armor on all sides now compared to before. Glad you're still in one piece. Dude, I almost became a fiend. Like actually. Sorry, I'm getting...
No, it's so easy. I commented under this video where I was like, it is so easy. Guys, it is so easy to go and attack everyone you can. You can go pow, 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 and attack all of your enemies. All of them. But it's just pick and choose, right? Pick and choose your battles here. How productive is this going to be, right? And how often can you do this? And maybe this is someone you don't necessarily want to make an enemy out of, right? I've found that some people, you know, again, can kind of come around and be your friend, or at least support you in some way. You need more. You need all the people you can get on your side, especially in the current climate of content creation, because a lot of the people who are your enemies have been given a voice and have been backed up for years now, that they feel emboldened to do really awful things to you, even if you're just a normal person with normal opinions, or they're not willing to give you any sort of leniency. So you gotta kind of be the I don't like saying this. How do I say this? You gotta kind of be lenient on your side for now, just a bit. People have gone so far off the deep end. You gotta be a little lenient here and now. What I talk about in the past with like Fairy, for instance, where she was like 80% of the way there. Like I agree with like 80% of the things that she said. But yeah, I mean, I'll ding her for like doing OnlyFans, right? That's not good, all right? That's not a good character trait. But unfortunately, the people in power have done a number on our society that you kind of just have to give a little bit, extend an olive branch, because you don't want to make an enemy out of everyone. You need all the help you can get. It's unproductive to make an enemy out of these people. Good evening, Nordic. Good evening.
But I was just so mad because it's like...
Only feet.
I was just so mad because like...
Oh, well, thank you. Every time you're sad, never forget your smile. Okay. Thanks. Pragmatism, yeah. Yeah. Well, and what is it? There's a lot of people, they have like their vices, right? They have their things they have to deal with, and I think as long as they're working on it and they're working towards bettering themselves, then I'm gonna do what I can to push them along that route, right? Kind of like a fat person in the gym, right? You want to support that. You want this person to get healthy. You want them to look good and feel better about themselves, and you're not going to be cruel and just go up to them and cause an issue, right? Like we want to support these people down a path to better themselves, better their opinions, so that they can be on your side, and then you'll get more power, right? Hopefully. You'll get more people on your side. Just don't become a total degen. A total degen. I mean, I'd agree with someone on all things, but as long as you pull the rope with me in the same direction, we are allies in that moment. Yep. Way to go, fat man. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, stop eating fat. Maybe eat a salad once in a while. Don't make fun of the fat people if they're trying to better themselves. It's like low, you know? It's not... It's too low, right? It's too low. Powder is fat? No. Actually, quite the opposite. Quite the opposite.
I help people all the time, and it's like...
Aw, Leaflet. Sad.
It's just everyone felt fake.
Mm.
You know? Like, everyone felt so fucking fake. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like...
They forget
about...
about...
Like you said, like, none of it affected me. Like, the stuff that the other people were saying.
Mm-hmm.
The people who were after me. And all of the leftists, like, none of them affected me.
Mm.
I was, like, 100% fine. It was, like, all the other people that... I don't know.
Right. They just decide to forget all of the nice things that you've ever done, all of the nice conversations you've ever had. They just throw it out the window. It's sad. It really is. It makes you rethink how you go about conversating with others. It also makes you into a very... It can make you very cold, right? Distrustful. It's unfortunate.
It's really fucking annoying. That being said, you're all at negative rep, you know?
Powder and Leaf should trade lists. Their enemies will never see it coming. The Leaf list goes to Powder and the lister to Leaflet. It's strangers on a train, but Nazi tubers fighting lame. There is no off switch on this creative monologue.
Monologue, yeah. No, I mean, if we were to trade lists, honestly, there'd be a lot of crossover, I think. Because what I had to find out the hard way is when you're in controversy, it can feel like these people are not connected in any way. But then, if you give it time, you'll notice it's the same people showing up and harassing you. And then, before you know it, you find out that they're all in a Discord server together. And they're all friends. And they're all part of this club. And then it's, you know, it all starts to make sense. That's why when you see VTubers getting into controversy, you got to keep in mind that these people are part of a group. And to the average person, you look at it and you just see this person's receiving a whole bunch of hate. Meanwhile, those people are getting together in their servers or in DMs and they're conspiring to burn this person, to ruin this person. And it just puts it into perspective for you. I see we watching cute slime girl. Yeah, she's having a rough moment here. She's having a heart-to-heart with her community. Some people will never remember all the niceties you may do for them, but will hold on to the negatives to their graves. Kind of bullshit, eh, Powder? Yeah, kind of how we are as humans, where it's really easy to focus on the negatives and stuff like that. But often these relationships with people who have stabbed you in the back in the VTubing industry have gone on for months and years. Some of these people you might have even donated money to, and it sucks to be thrown out like that and be told that you're a friend, and then they treat you the complete opposite over one opinion that's different. Or most of the time what happens is it's not even what you said, it's just the fact that you're being dogpiled, and they are too much of a coward to back you up. They don't want to get a bunch of people on their case, so they're going to throw you under the bus or throw you into the mud. Throw you to the wolves is probably more proper to say. And it's just really sad. I can totally understand why she would get emotional about it. I don't know her personal stories, but I know that because Leaflet and I get lumped together, that we've probably gone through some similar experiences, because what she's saying feels very relatable.
You're all at negative rep, but I'm not gonna go for you or anything like that. But you're still at negative rep.
You finally took the time to read their bios, Anubis.
I don't like crying on stream.
Aw.
It's just being blackpilled. It's like, it's so bad. Like,
I once supported this VTuber for years. She was really cool and nice. You could even talk to her and have an understanding. Then one day she just turned around and became a fucking shitperial elf. Spits fucking Bosmer. Who's he talking about, guys? I don't know who he's talking about.
It is like the old saying in aviation ... you could do everything right for 10 or 15 years. 30,000 flight hours of doing nothing wrong. But in the end, you will be judged on 280 seconds where you could have made a mistake.
I didn't know that was a thing. No, that was a saying. Talking about this one VTuber that used to play Skyrim. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Who plays Skyrim?
dude, it's so bad. Like, it's terrible. You know, like, it's not good. Like, all my friends could tell. That's like something was fucked up with me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Thank you, Barrel of Mercy.
God, I feel really bad too for anyone in the VTubing industry who doesn't have friends outside of it. Like, you've got to be mental if you only have friends in the VTubing industry. You need people on the outside just to take you out of it. You do. Family, friends, religious groups, whatever. You gotta escape it every now and then. It's so damaging to your mental.
Thank you for the 10,000 kicks. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. That's like a lot. Thank you. You never walked that path, but you understand. I've like... I've just put up with I've put up with so many people that, like, I did my best to fucking help them, and then just the moment that it became convenient for them, they fucking stabbed me in the back. Guys, like, the amount of people that this has happened.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
They're on the list.
Bro, like, and that's why I don't hang out with anybody, by the way. If you're wondering, like, why I'm so antisocial, why I don't want to talk to anybody, it's because I don't trust anybody. That's why. You know, like, I just don't trust anyone. It's like, I don't know. But what I will say on the flip side is I did take note of it, like, this was Rana. Rana was a good influence on me. Rana told me, like, you know,
it's tough. You want to be a good person so badly, but you also just want to say, like, fuck that person. Honestly, fuck that person. Hope they die. But you don't want to, you know, it's bad optics, you know. It's bad optics. It's tough. It's tough. Especially when you're dealing with people that may even know something about you, like know something about your IRL life. And if you aggro that person enough, they might use it against you. And that would cause an even bigger issue. So it's kind of like playing chess, right? Like, yeah, okay, they might have thrown me under the bus and stabbed me in the back, but should I leave this alone, or should I? Yeah, pick and choose your battles, right?
Like, I know you feel that way, Leaf, and like,
Hi, Valen.
Like, all of that fucking hate that you have, which I had a lot of, to be honest. Cornflake King, thank you so much for the. Oh my god, thank you for the 10,000 bits. I appreciate it, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to get money from you guys. Thank.
What's your advice on snake friends? Snake friends? What do you mean by that? People who stab you in the back like that? Snake, my moderator? The fuck did I do? Yeah, he's like, what? Is it, Kiryu, is it about, making content? Is it the same thing with Asmongold? You gotta monetize your haters? You could always beat them up. Oh yeah, my little stick arms. Surely. Ban snake. What? My noodle arms, yeah. Danger noodles, nope ropes. I don't know. I don't know what the snake friends is. Friends who are very shady. Well, I mean, they probably shouldn't be your friends. I like to think about it in the way of or the way that I've dealt with it before is that I would say you want to treat them kind of like an ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend, where you can get all that you want out. Like, at least make your feelings known. And then move forward. If they have chosen to consistently harass you and bother you, then I say go for it. Like, fight, you know, fight them back. But most of the time these like shady friendships dissolve behind the scenes, and as long as you can stand your ground and be like, hey, you know, I really enjoyed being your friend. We're no longer friends. And that sucks, but I'm gonna remember, you know, the good times we had. And I'm just gonna move forward. That's what I would say. I had a friend in the past I was friends with for like 2 years. And I just kind of made it known that I wasn't going to be around as much because I really wanted to focus on VTubing. And I didn't want to like hang out with them so much anymore. And they just lashed out at me, and it was like, okay. I was like able to like be like, okay, well, I know how you feel now, and looks like we, you know, can't get along anymore from this. And it wasn't going to be an issue for me because I was able to like move forward from it. But when they consistently kept poking me and like taking digs at me, that's when I was like, all right, enough's enough. Like, you want to play that game, then fine. Like, then we're gonna fight, right? We're gonna fight about this. They were making it a public issue, and so I was like, all right, let's bring this fight public, right? Like, if you're gonna make this a public issue, then it's gonna be a public issue, right? So the gloves were off in that moment. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes with these shady friendships that a lot of people don't see when the fight is public. There's a lot behind the scenes, a lot, like, I feel like a lot of conversations that go on. And it's very, very difficult when you have someone who you thought was a friend and they do something to shame you publicly, and yet behind the scenes they're still saying like, oh, like, I still really like you, I still respect you, and and it's like, yeah, but like, why don't you say that stuff publicly? Well, like, why is it negative? Why is it gotta be publicly negative? And then you have to kind of battle with yourself, like, do I want to turn this into a bigger issue? Like, do I want to make this into a big fight? And I don't know. You just gotta make sure that if you are gonna make this a big public fight, that you have a leg to stand on. You don't want to look like a flailing retard. You don't want to get too emotional with it. You just... At the end of the day, you can be like, hey, we were friends, and it was great being your friend when we were friends, but now we're not. Can you just, like, leave me alone? Like, leave me the fuck alone. Unless they've done something like criminal, or they're like a pedophile, you know, and they need to be put in prison, then a lot of it's just stupid drama, right? It's just gonna be stupid drama, especially with girls. It's just gonna be stupid girl drama, and you know that with girls, it's very emotional. It's filled with a bunch of assumptions because everyone has their like weird truths that they've concocted in their head. So you gotta try and take a step back, not lead with your emotions. It's a fucking mess, is what I'm trying to say when dealing with these people. It's a fucking mess. Gotta really think about, like, is this fight gonna work in my favor? Yes? Then maybe pursue it. No? Don't do it. Is it just gonna look bad on you? Don't do it. Don't do it. As much as you feel like it would be... As much as you feel like it would be worth it to just... you know... It's not worth it. Bad optics. Invalid, thank you for the sub. Thank you. That's why these like Google Doc things, like, people are tired of in the VTubing community, because it's all just like friendship stuff. Friendships falling apart. It's not really something that needs to be made public, especially when it isn't anything that bad.
I always carry around some bread and deli meats just in case.
Ah. Yum. Sandwich. Thank you for the bits. Google Dockies. That's why everyone's tired of the fucking Google Dockies, because it's a bunch of fucking women who decide that they're not friends anymore, and then they gotta go and like get some points on Twitter for and it's hardly ever any concrete proof. It's just a bunch of assumptions or lies. And it's a fucking mess. It's an absolute fucking mess. It's like I said earlier, a lot of people are fake. They see your current success and they're there to bank off it, but the moment you need them, they run off because they only want the benefit, not the responsibility. I have someone just like that in life, banked off of my financial status and my academic success, and the moment he realized I was not going to benefit him, he stabbed me in the back and went a step further, even going so far as to try and affect my life negatively. Ugh. Disgusting. I mean... if they're messing with the money, whew. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. There's so get some violent thoughts. Very sternly tell them to stop. Get your big fat clock and say it's time to stop. Women behaviors, reputational damage. Yeah. Yeah, and it's effective, right? It works. It sometimes works. You gotta have a good, you gotta treat... Unfortunately, this is something you learn, and I'm sure Leaflet's learned this the hard way, is that now, moving forward, since you've run into these people that are so willing to stab you in the back, even if you've been friendly with them for months, sometimes years, Now it's time to start treating every interaction like it could possibly be made public. Your DMs aren't so
We
private.
want proverbial hair pulling and slud, bish, devanane calling, the Foyd Coliseum must live on.
I know there's people out there, they love it. I mean, hell, there's people dedicated to VTuber drama, you know? You see them making videos on it, and it's never ending. You take a community filled with women, oof. There's bound to be drama. Not just like reputational stuff too. You got financial stuff, and you have run-ins with like actual criminals, right? Oh man, it is never ending. So there's always something every week. Getting late here. Goodbye. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Rev. Yeah, Rev. But there's others too. Like you have like Kazahana, he'll do drama stuff. You have ba-bum-bum. I know Scrubbings has started to do more drama stuff. You had false ID. He was doing like VTuber news stuff, but he also did some drama here and there. Oh yeah, you have Akko, they're like Under the Tea podcast, stuff like that. I mean, there's a plethora of VTuber drama channels out there.
I'll write a Google Doc on how unfair it was that you killed Lydia and cheated on your own server while the rest of us had to work like slaves Minecraft.
We've already been over this. Who made her cry? Who made Leaflet cry? You know, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I could name a lot of people on my end who, you know, I thought were friends and just when it became convenient stabbed me in the back, but they don't need to know that. So Leaflet knows these people. She knows them by name. She's consciously redacting it, right? We just gotta move forward. It stings though. It does. It stings when you think about it every now and then. But it's not a battle that she wants to fight, right? Or maybe she's already fought it, right? That I don't know about.
Trying to get money from you guys, think you know. But Rana was like, Leaf, like, listen, if you're gonna go down this path, like, and like Rana didn't like tell me, like, you know, I get that you're mad. Like, she wasn't like, oh, this is bad and like it's very, very bad of you, Leaflet. Like, she didn't do that to me because she's like a good friend. Rana basically said, like, listen, Leaf, if you're gonna go down this path and you're gonna go like full fucking warpath, then at least also remember all of the people that were good to you. All the people that are good to you, remember them. And all the people that stood up for you, remember them. And at least, like, you know, in equal, help them equal to the amount of destruction that you're going to cause. And I was like, you're right. And so, like, because of that, I remembered everybody that actually was
No
nice
vortex.
to me. And, like, you don't really know who you are.
Hello, hi Malfo.
But I'll remember it. I will. I promise. Anyway. No, I'll take a break. I'm sorry.
God, I feel so bad. God, because it's just, oh, you want your enemies to burn. You do. It's tough.
Man, you want to know the thing that like kind of made me emotional there?
You killed Lydia, you don't understand how it's really hurt and betrayed. I was when that happened. Apologize, Void.
No, you say Foyd unironically. There's no apologies to be had. I can't talk about the mages or I'll get banned again. Nope. You can't talk about what happened to Jesus. You're gonna get banned. Julio, you've learned your lesson. Most of the time, guys, it's not gonna be me banning you. It's gonna be Twitch. So keep yourself safe. Be careful. Oh, how do you know? LOL? There was someone in my Discord server, Julio. They told me, they were like, "Oh, Powder, you banned one of Leaflet's mods." And I was like, "What?" I was like, I don't remember that. And then I think my mods went and checked the logs and stuff, and they didn't even see that they had like banned you or anything. And then they were like, "Oh, he got banned off of Twitch. Twitch banned him." And then I was like, "Oh my god!" And then we were going through the chat logs, and it was like, "Oh, he was talking about Jesus. This is my first day on this stream." No, is it? No. Wait, what? Is it not? Wait, am I thinking of a different Julio? Who are you? I am the real one. What is happening? What is happening? Is there a glitch in the Matrix happening? Julio is a common name. Oh my god. Julioception. Imposter. There's gotta be more than one Julio. Yeah, but it was like... Oh my god. Now I'm like trying to figure out what happened. Okay, Julio, were you banned from... Yeah, I'm checking your logs. I have the power.
Can confirm we are now living in the Matrix.
It just says, yeah, it just says today. But if you were banned, wouldn't they have deleted your chat logs? Yeah, wait, are you a mod for Leaflet? Are you, Julio, are you the mod for Leaflet? We are Julio. Oh my god, freaking... He is, LOL. Okay, and you got banned from Twitch, right? Julio is the head mod. Oh my god. You're the boyfriend? Marshall! Thank you so much for the raid. Hi! From Twitch, yeah, but I was wondering why people thought you banned me.
Hashtag Lydia Liviter, hashtag Lydia Lives Matter, hashtag Lydia Lives Matter.
Now I don't know who's lying to me. Thank you, Marshall, for the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in, everyone. I'm talking to one of Leaflet's mods. If you don't know who Leaflet is, she's the blue-haired girl right next to me. Blue-haired elf slime VTuber. We're watching her video. She's talking about her personal stuff. She's getting a little bit emotional. But now I'm trying to parse who this person is. Okay, Julio. Okay, so there must have been... Okay, wait. Did you get banned for talking about Jesus? And what happened to Jesus? Leaflet gotta move to a different time zone. I always miss her streams. I can't confirm or I might get banned again. Well, you can say yes or no, right? You can't confirm? Julio did nothing wrong. Why are Destiny and Leaflet on the screen? What's going on? Pay no attention to the cuck in the lower left-hand corner. We're watching this for the blue-haired girl. Julio, give a 1. I was indeed banned for talking about the mages. That had to be in this chat, dude. That had... But now you're saying that it's your first time here. I swear that... No way! Okay. Maybe... It was in Leaflet's chat. But I wasn't even there. What? Oh my god. So there must... Okay. This is what must have happened. There must have been another person named Julio in my chat who was also talking about what happened to Jesus. And he got held by the auto mod because I remember seeing it. I remember seeing the message. And then someone in my Discord server was like telling me, like, Powder, you banned one of Leaflet's mods. And I was like, what? And then I talked to my mods, and then they were all confused, and I was confused. And then we found out that one of Leaflet's mods was banned by Twitch. So, like, we couldn't see anything. Apparently, you guys, like, I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on anymore. That has to be it. Because, you know, they're kind of a hot topic right now, right? And multiple people talk about it. So it's just, it has to be some wild coincidence. That's crazy. All right. Well, I'm glad we could clear that up. I still feel like a little crazy, but now we know. I had to have been a different Julio. Patience for Powder. Mandela effect is a Julio psyop. Yeah, I'm so confused. Well, anyway, I'm glad you're unbanned from Twitch. That's good. And I kind of wish I knew what you said. I want to have a little hee-hoo. Hee-hee-hee-hee.
It was that it was like scary. You know, like it's
The Julio intensifies.
Julio? What the?
like, how do I explain it? It's
I can DM you what I said? Yeah. Wait. Yes! Do it! Right now! DM me what you said. Wait, I actually... Yeah, because if you DM me what you said, then I... maybe will feel less crazy. Because maybe what the other Julio said wasn't the same thing. And then it'll just be some weird coincidence. Hello, Powder. Hello. Hey, yo, was someone pretending to be Julio? I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. The truth will set you free, Julio. Hold on, it's gonna be on Discord or Twitch. Might get me. Yeah, that's fine. Be on Discord. I have Discord open now. Hello, Devious. Welcome in. We are all Julio. I know, this is a Negan situation. We are Negan. I refuse to sign up with Twitch, especially while Gooner... Dan Clancy. Oh, man. Yep. I know, that's why some people, they prefer Kick. They do. They don't agree. Okay, this is what... Oh. Oh, you said hello, woman, and then you got banned? Oh, my God. Nah. Okay, Julio, now I'm actually going to go crazy. You did not say that in Leaflet's chat. You said that in my chat. Okay, hold on. Was I watching a Leaflet video and I was reading her chat? Or now I'm having a moment. Now I'm not sure what's going on. I swear... Are you sure this is your first time in here? I was there when it happened. It was Leaf's chat. I saw it in Leaf's stream. Guys, was I watching a video? Was it like this? Was I watching this? And I don't even really watch a lot of Leaflet's video. Oh my God, I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm actually going crazy. No, Soul Phoenix told you in Discord that he got banned in Leaf's chat. Take your meds. Oh, he's saying that... Oh my God, I think I've concocted something that didn't even happen, and now I'm getting super confused. No, I'm looking in my Discord. Now I'm going crazy. I'm doing some research. The Chilean guy. Julio is her editor, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what his Twitch name is. What is the name of the leaflet mod who was banned? Am I? Can I not read? Am I illiterate or something? Like, I'm going back through my Discord and it was February 20th. We were talking about it. And there's a conversation happening about it. I must be... His... Okay, did you submit a ticket calling one of my mods Mr. Epstein? No? Okay. I don't know what's happening now. I said sub chat tells me we banned a leaflet mod. And my mods are like, we did? And I was like, yeah, I guess his name is Julio. He said, duh. And then in his appeal ticket, he called one of you guys Mr. Epstein. And my mods are like, I don't remember this. Maybe it was this other mod. We're like trying to figure out like what the fuck happened. And then we saw that Julio got banned from Twitch. So I don't know what's happening. Oh my gosh. You found the Twitch clip? Alright, the moment of truth. Is it in subs only? Here, let me jump to the present. Post it. You're subbed, right? Post it in, is it in Gen Chat or subs only? Okay, here it is. Julio's ban appeal. Okay, hold on. Let me get that window. Put it on.
I said, Julio, you should appeal the ban. He says, I did, but I don't know. They didn't tell me why I got banned. So all I said was, what did I do, Mr. Epstein?
Okay. Okay. You were calling the Twitch admins that for getting banned off of Twitch. Your mod watched the video. I think someone in sub chat watched this video and then said it in my Discord server. And then I might have had a ESL moment where I misinterpreted it as you being banned from my chat specifically because of what you said Yeah, 39% moment. I told you that in chat. I'm gonna go through the logs. I'm gonna go through the logs. How did you frame it? Okay, how did you frame it? Did you say mods? Because when you say mods, mods is very, you know, ambiguous. Yeah, I was joking. I said mod on mod violence. LOL. No, no. I'm going up. What did you say? I need to get to the bottom of this. Oh, okay. You said one of Leaf's mods got banned on Twitch for speaking about blah 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 Lamau. And then I was like, oh, do you remember what they said? And then you told me. And then oh, just stated a historical fact, but he made it worse in the support ticket. Oh, okay. Also, Julio's first message in the ticket was, "What did I do, Mr. Epstein?" Okay. Oh, I get it. It's all my fault. This is how VTuber drama happens. You misinterpret something and then you cause a big deal out of it, and then you like gaslight yourself into believing something happened that didn't actually happen. You just don't know how to read. I'm talking to myself here. Okay. Got banned on Twitch. Not by me. Not by my mods, but by the Twitch mods. Twitch admins themselves. You were talking about it. You were just haha hee hoo. It wasn't actually a powder. You did something you shouldn't have done. I interpreted it as my mods banned him from Twitch. It's all making sense now. Oh my god. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I can't read. I'm illiterate. ESL. 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 God damn it. I'm glad we could get to the bottom of it. You know what's worse? Is I even sent my mods on a little goose chase to go and figure out why he was banned and how to like fix the problem, and then it was like, oh, actually he's just banned from the platform itself, so like we can't do any. Oh my god, it's such a mess. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Zekaru, thank you for gifting a 3-month sub to Julio. That was nice. I can't believe my VTuber elf can't be this illiterate. My first language is Japanese, don't you know? Omae wa mo shinderu. Nani. Calls. Thank you for the sub. God. Deport Julio now? Oh man. Good grief. Because I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh, this Phoenix guy, he's in my community and he's in Leaflet's community. And I thought that Julio was in the Discord saying, I just got banned from Powder's chat for saying this. And then someone in my community was letting me know that I had banned Julio in my community. And I was like, I don't remember that happening. But then I just completely misinterpreted what they were saying. And okay. Well, I'm glad we could solve. Holy shit. All right, enough of that. Where were we? That was a mess. Good grief. How do you make
Glad
this
you
all up in
figured
your
out
head?
This complicated web of internet autism. Truly impeccable detective work elf live. I love Israel.
Shut up! Shut up, I'm banning that word. Oh man. Powder one guide herself, that's wild. Guys, how does that even happen? At least you look cute while being derpy. Ugh. Now I just feel so pee-pee poo-poo brain. Wow. How... Is that a woman moment? Is that like a certified woman moment? And then I'm like trying to convince you guys to believe me. I was even talking to Julio himself, and I was like, Julio, what are you talking about? You absolutely talked in my chat. Julio's like, no, silly woman. No, I didn't. Oh my god. You gaslit yourself. I altered my own reality. I was so convinced. Wow. Alright. Well, but back to the video. I'm glad we solved the mystery. Jeez. Wow. By the way, we
It
are
was
gonna
that it
play
was, like,
Skyrim. I swear it.
Scary. You know, like it's like, how do I explain it? It was scary, like how close I was to being like such a destructive force to our own side.
Yeah.
Like the idea that like that could have been me, it was like really scary. You know, like you ever see like in anime when they mind control
Bro, there's 30 minutes left. No, don't worry. I'll tack on another hour.
like somebody in the party?
Women are like orcs. They alter reality simply based off their own reception, and we all suffer the consequences, lol.
That's kind of a funny analogy.
In anime when they mind control like somebody in the party and that person ends up like hurting people on their own side and then they like snap out of it and then they feel terrible. That's kind of like I was almost that. You Shaltir, exactly. Dude, I was almost Shaltir, exactly. It wouldn't have helped anything, you know? It wouldn't help anything. It would just like hurt everything.
Yeah.
And the thing that pisses me off, dude, like let me tell you what pisses me off the
I feel
most,
like I need
right,
to go on the other
about
side.
this is that is exactly what they fucking wanted. Like if you think about it, that's exactly what the other side wants.
Do you approve? I'm blocking him, so you know, it makes it a bit better. Yes, block Destiny. You're welcome.
Powder was pretending she was stuck in Chigorath, the Dedrick Prince of Madness Realm just now. It was
Federal.
all a ruse to test our Elder Scrolls tism.
Yeah, exactly. It was all a part of the plan, sure. We'll say that. It wasn't, surely
Your
wasn't
first
my own
language is
stupidity.
Japanese.
Yeah, it is. Nani. Watashi Wei Powder. Thank you for the sub, Federalist. 5 gifted. Appreciate it. Shoo. 10. Wow. Thank you guys. This is good. This is positive reinforcement. Censor Destiny. And then I get gifted subs. Yay! Thank you. Okay. On with the video.
Because they can't win. Like they can't win in the long term. If like as long as we get out of our own way, they can't win.
Yay!
Because they can't fucking make anything.
Thank you,
Everything they
Invalid.
make sucks ass. So it's like they can't even make anything. Like like if we can just
Asmin says hi. Oh, does he? Hello. Finally, my eyes stopped bleeding from seeing Destiny. Yay!
starve them out, then we win. But we're like so fucking retarded. Like we just keep fighting each other constantly. You know, like I don't know. They are adept at like what they do, which is making us turn against each other. That's how they win. Leaf is the best far right feature. I'm not even far right, but sure, I'll take it. It's like, dude, it was like on the razor's edge, right? It was on the razor's edge of like I could have been miserable. Like the road split was bad. It was like either complete fucking misery and just like misery and hate, and the other side was like clarity, right? And it's like, cause I chose clarity, I like lost so many fucking debuffs, guys. Like, you have no idea. Like,
I feel like the music fits.
I actually should thank them, honestly. I should thank the people who fucked with me, because they actually were the reason. They're like the catalyst for me, like, actually getting out of that entire thing and like giving me the insight that I need to be more effective. Cause I had a lot of problems, like, just with depression and all these other things. Like, I've been depressed like almost my whole life, and it's gone now.
Damn.
Like,
whoa!
that's
They cured her of her depression! Wild.
fucking insane. Like to me, like, thinking about it, like the shift there is crazy. You know, like, I can't even begin to like describe like how different. But like, I would have never got there if they didn't attack me, right?
Yeah. She wasn't depressed. She was just being a liberal. Yeah, same. Same thing, right? First time here, what is elf yapping about? I'm watching a leaflet video. I'm censoring Destiny so you don't have to see his cucked face. Yeah. We're commenting about leaflets emotional talk with her chat. What's up? Hi, fool. Sorry, I know, jump scare, sorry.
So it almost makes me feel like, did God make them attack me? was that like,
Was this meant to
on
happen?
purpose? You know, like, I don't know. Easy clap, am I right? it wasn't, but
How recent is this leaflet chat? Yeah, this happened a couple days
it
ago.
says, when it comes to the streamers I enjoy get attacked, I like to think of the quote from Lord of the Rings during Theoden's charge, "Arise, arise." Oh my god, you can't do this to me. I'm such a weeb. I'm such a fucking trini. You can't use this. Is like critical hit shit. Like, what are you doing?
What?
Arise, arise, riders of Theoden. Spears shall be shaken, shields shall be splintered. A sword day, a red day, ere the sun rises. Ride now, ride to Gondor and death. Honestly, to be honest, I feel great. I haven't been better in my whole life.
Holy LARP.
Like, passing that like filter. Passing that filter, like, I've never felt better.
Nerd.
Astronemesis says, fuck that, seriously. Like,
Yeah, who's the nerd in chat, huh? Look, hey, he came back, and I'm in his way. Woohoo!
man, I know you are trying to help. I appreciate it. I truly do. I truly do. I'm too far gone, man. I'm a cynical asshole who tries to be positive, who tries to be a good man while being in immense amounts of physical pain every day. The only thing holding me together is hate, nicotine, my mom and stepdad, the girl I'm talking to, God and water. Maybe in a few years I can forgive that, but not now. The hate fuels me forward.
The nerd stuff gets to her more.
I'm gonna be as honest as possible.
What a fucking nerd.
Into like what I actually think. Good. You let it fuel you. Just make sure that you have the right target. To be honest. Make sure you're not hitting your own friends with that shit. And it's fine. It can be tiring though. Yeah. But everyone's different. Everyone handles things differently. Everybody's at a different everyone has a different nature, a different temperament.
Thank you for the hydrate.
And a different ability to handle that kind of stress, right? And sometimes like it's just you have to just use it to vent it out. And that like trying to tell a person like to like let go of it is not really positive. So like for instance, right, like if there was already like say there was like a person and they're gonna be a destructive force anyway, you might as well channel it in the right direction where it's not gonna hit anybody. It's not gonna hit anyone on your own team. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it, at least. Because you can't stop it. You can try to talk them out of it, but not everybody is of the nature that can handle that at whatever point in time that they're in. Right? And then, like, obviously, like, You know, what ought he do? What ought the person do? Control it? I mean, it's easy to say when you're not in that position, right? Like, you have to put yourself into the perspective of the person. And not everybody's able to control it. Not everybody has that skill level to control it. So if you're gonna explode with energy, then explode with energy in a way that's productive. That's what I think. And whether that's being productive as in like focusing your efforts on, you know, the dark forces out there.
Guys, I keep hearing the bits alert go off in the video and I keep wanting to look over, but I know it's her bits. It's not... we have like the, you know, the same sound for the bits. I'm pretty sure it's fucking... Oh my god.
Or whether it's channel that into something productive for yourself. I don't know, like hate, build something. Build something out of that hate. Like make a comic, make a book, make some memes that are constructive, right? Something.
Okay, my bits are different. It's... I don't fucking know what's going on anymore. It is certainly a Monday, isn't it? Thank you for the bits.
Like that. You can do that. But I think just like expecting every single person,
Bitception, I'm
regardless of,
losing
like, what
it.
level they are at, to just like hold it in and blow themselves up from the inside, I think is a terrible idea.
A lot of the times, these people that are your enemies, they're going to be the ones purity testing everyone else around them. And you can kind of just sit back and watch them.
My bits are different. Powder. Yes.
Oh my god, that
Channel
sounds
your
so
hate,
sus.
Build a for loco.
That sounds so sus. A lot of the times you can like sit back and watch them destruct, like self-destruct. It is kind of sad though when it's someone that's like on your side and they're like self-destructing. Would you rather KFC deep fried pet rat or Happy Meal? Huh? Do I get a side of KFC mac and cheese with the deep fried rat? I think that will determine my choice. Because I do like the apple slices with the Happy Meal, but I think the KFC mac and cheese is a lot better. Deep fried rat at McDonald's nastier meat than an actual rat. Why does it have to be a rat? I don't know. It's chatter. How do you like your steak? If I'm at a mid steak place, I like it medium. But if I'm at a good steak place, then medium rare. The thing is, when I go to a place that doesn't know how to cook steak, if I say medium, then they'll deliver it to me medium rare. So it just kind of works out. Hi Bloom. Why do I keep hearing bit noises? Oh no, it's the followers! That's what it is! Thank you for the follows. Okay, the same noise as Leaflet's bits is the same noise as people following. That's what... Oh my gosh! Well, thank you for the follows. So sorry I'm schizophrenic. Leafs are custom made, I believe? No, don't say that. That doesn't help my situation. You've been conditioned. It's a rough day. Ugh. Powder, you're a very good streamer. Thank you. Powder has solved so many mysteries this stream. I know, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Here's the bits you've been asking for. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. It's definitely that kind of Monday. Seriously, Jesus. How do we get so many mysteries? I just make them up in my head, and then it happens.
And I know that's not the answer that like.
Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for the 5 subs. Guys, we're in the stretch. We're in the home stretch. We're in what is it? Like 15 more seconds. We can do it. We can do it. Disregard its leaflets bits. God. Fuck. Thank you for the bits.
More Puritan people would have, more like super Christian people would have, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the realistic thing, basically. Leaf, you're the best as and gold leading streamer. Thank you.
Aw, so cute. Very nice.